This is Cody the Dragon Samurai, from Beyblade to Yu-Gi-Oh! And beyond. Hey guys, Cody here, and as you can see, I got 2 double packs for Burst. And so for this time, I have the Valkyric and Unicrest double pack, and the Spryzen and Odax double pack. So here's the front of the packagings for both. As you see, you get the Beyblade Burst logo here, along with the 2 Beyblades in each pack battling each other, along with their names and types, and a window display of the Beyblades and parts. Here's the back, showing you the names of the parts and Beyblades, along with the stats for each, showing you that you can battle in official stadiums, and the active customization that you can do for the Beyblades in the Burst line. So yeah, without further ado, let's unbox these puppies. Okay, so here's the parts out of the boxes, and since these are double packs, they contain no launchers or ripcords. You're gonna have to get a launcher or ripcord separately. And the highly recommended launcher to get would be the Super Grip launcher. But yeah, anyways, another way to get them is through the starter sets. So yeah, here you get the Beyblades themselves along with the instruction manuals. So let's start off with the Valkyric double pack. So here is the layer or energy layer, being Valkyric or Valkyrie. This is actually a really awesome wheel to use for attack type combos. It's a really good layer for that. And so here's the code. Feel free to scan it if you would like. Next we have the disc, which is Wing. It was okay starting out in Beyblade Burst, but it's a little too light for a disc. A better disc for pure attack combos would be Heavy or Gravity. And finally, we have the driver, Axel. You can see the A there, and nothing special, it's just a flat tip. So let's put Valkyric together. Very, very tight on mine. So yeah, there's Valkyric Wing XL. Yeah. Next, let's move on to Unicrest or Unicorn. So here's the layer. The layer's supposed to be primarily white. And look underneath, it is white. And yeah, there's the code for you guys. But as you can see, Hasbro added some gold accents and some gradients of green all around there. And yeah, that's it for that. Pretty good layer for defense. But the better layers would be like King Kirbeus or Kaiser Kirbeus and Baldur. So yeah, here's the ring disc. It's a pretty decent part. Pretty light, though, to be honest with you guys. Though one of the best parts to get for that is the defense driver. There's the D for defense, and if you flip it, it looks like a shield. This is a really good driver. This was first introduced on Kirbeus. And when I first looked at Kirbeus, I thought he looked pretty fat. But it makes sense. Most defense types are supposed to be heavy. And so yeah, here's Unicrest. It actually looks significantly wider than Valkyric. though it could just be me. Now let's move on to the Odax and Spryzen set. So let's start off with the energy layer or layer being Spryzen or Spriggan. It looks pretty cool. It has some gold paint with blue diamonds. There is the layer, like the code for the layer. This was a pretty good layer starting out, but a lot of people say not to get this, especially to the Cards Home version, because it unclicks pretty easily. But whatever. Here is the spread disc. Nothing special. It's thin and, its weight is spread all around the disc. And the driver is Fusion. I don't know if you could see that, but there's a little center spike right there. So the way this works is, once you launch straight, the Beyblade with it will spin in a defensive position. But if you launch at an angle, you would kind of go in an attack style. So there is Spryzen for you, or Spriggan. The first Beyblade that Shu uses in the manga. Okay, next here is the Odax, or Odin layer. It looks oval-like in shape, and yeah, it looks really cool. There's the code for you guys. This is actually a banned layer for tournaments, because it's so effing OP. Yeah, here's the central disc. First introduced on Kirbyus, or Kirbeus, and the weight is more in the center while there's some on the outside. And here's the driver, which is Blow, which is a semi-flat tip from the Metal Saga. And there is Odax. So we have two attack types, Valtryek and Odax, a defense type, which is Unicrest, and a balance type, which is Spryzen or Spriggan. Let's move on to some spin tests and test battles right after this. Okay, so the first spin test we'll be doing is for Valtryek. It moves in an aggressive pattern because of the Excel driver. So, yeah, it does that. Alright, now let's move on to Spryzen. I'll launch it two ways. Straight down, and then on an angle. So if you launch it straight down, it'll stay in one place like a defense type, because the sharp point on the driver. Let's the camera up a little bit. Now launching it at an angle. As you can see, it kind of had a bit of an attack movement there. But yeah. There's Spryzen. Now let's try Unicrest. Yeah, and as a defense type, it'll usually stay in one spot and try to absorb the opponent's spin. well, defending from their attacks. Last but not least, Odax. Again, like Valkyrie, it moves like an attack type, as you would normally expect. But you'll notice, it's moving a little slower, simply because of the semi-flat tip on the blow driver. Alright. Now let's do some quick test battles. First, let's start off with Unicrest versus Odax. Whoa, whoa. Okay, so Odax lost half of its clicks and Unicrest lost none. Anyways, did you see how Unicrest was staying in one spot, defending from Odax's attacks? Yeah, that's basically how a defense type works. Now let's try Valtryek versus Bryson. This is gonna be crazy. Whoa. Epic battle, epic battle. Okay, so you notice that Spryzen was moving at an angle. That's because if the fusion driver is knocked off balance a little bit, it'll start to go in kind of an attack motion. So yeah, there's that. And that is my unboxing and review for the Beyblade Burst Spryzen and Odax and Valtryek and Unicrest double packs. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and you know the rest. And also, look out for some more Beyblade Burst stuff coming in the future. So for until then, this is Cody the Dragon Samurai signing off. Bye bye.